I'm Aakriti. I was a student at Azim Premji University in Masters of Arts in Education, and I graduated in 2022. Currently, I am a PhD student at University of California, Irvine. This whole research also is very much influenced by my own childhood, the way my community has supported in my learning, the importance of family in my own learning that has shaped me the person I am. And this very much then influences my research, but a very big part, I would say, also is played by Azim Premji University. So I still remember my first research opportunity at Azim Premji University was with Professor Rishikesh. And I remember I told him I want to go to this community and explore arts. And even I was myself very unsure of what this art-based method research would look like. But I really appreciate the support and enthusiasm he showed. He very much supported me in going forward with the idea I had, even though I was myself not confident. And I can never forget that opportunity because I went to this community which was so far away, which I had no idea about. And it was in Maharashtra. And that was my first space where I actually explored art-based learning. And that learning experience in itself helped me understand, okay, this is how art-based learning would look like in community, how I can understand. That was a very initial step that I took. And that then informed my later stage of research and how I was understanding art-based methods within community setting. And that led to my another research with Asim. And with Asim, I went to West Bengal, and specifically in West Bengal, Shanti Niketan, where I stayed for a month with craft communities and understood how communities practice craft and how that influences learning among children. And so I think if I wouldn't have these two opportunities with support of these faculty, I would have never been where I am because I had ideas, but I wasn't confident on how I would implement it. So this mentorship and their encouragement and trust towards me to conduct these research was the big step in the way I now frame within my PhD, like how I see maker culture, how I see art-based learning for children is very much influenced from these two research. And these also keep me grounded, keep me confident that communities hold so much knowledge. And so more than relying on research theories, I rely on these practices and experience that I had to influence my current work. And I think one big part which I would say has stayed with me, like all these learnings were in past, but what has stayed and continuously influenced my work is also the student community I had here. So my vision, which is of starting a school in Uttarakhand, it's a vision, but then the practices that I see to make it happen is very much influenced by practices. The practices that I see my friends conducting in their current work, also the practices that I see my professor conducting, the way they engage with the community, the way they see art-based methods to engage with community, specifically Asim. I'm also doing small works with him to understand how we should engage with communities, to understand them, to make them feel comfortable. And these ideas of how we should conduct ourselves in spaces has inspired me to then think of what practices we can build to work with communities. So this vision is one thing of building a school, but then how to reach there or how to work there is something that I'm learning from my friends and professors that I've had and I am with. So my favorite time at Azim Premji University was at the cafeteria, if I would say. It was also a space where we would talk, but in a relaxed way. And I think we still talked about very big ideas and topics, but in very relaxed way. So it was never intimidating. And you were with group of friends. And so even if you're talking very heavy ideas or something which is very stressful, the space in itself made you calm and relaxed. So I think the cafeteria is a place that I could think of sitting with friends and having chai, but also talking about and making sense of our academic work. So I think that is the space that I can think of.